Welcome to Prime Restoration with Jordan Brush. Serving Tyler and communities across East Texas, Jordan and his team at Prime Cleaning and Restoration are known for doing the job right the first time. On this show, Jordan shares real-world insight from the field, helping homeowners and business owners understand what's actually happening when damage occurs and what to do about it. From water remediation and air duct cleaning to large-scale commercial work, this podcast is built around one thing, giving you clear, honest information you can trust. If you want to protect your property, avoid costly mistakes, and hear how these situations are handled the right way, you're in the right place. Here's your host, Jordan Brush.
I want to talk today about something that a lot of business owners deal with, especially around the middle of the year when things start moving fast. Growth can feel exciting, but sometimes growth can also pull you away from the things that got you here in the first place. That is where a lot of people start losing their foundation. I'll be honest with you, I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is believing growth automatically means success. Sometimes when business starts growing, people start chasing numbers instead of paying attention to their values. At the end of the day, if growth changes who you are, then something is already going wrong. For me personally, I've always believed this business was never really mine to begin with. I've said it before and I will keep saying it because I believe it with everything I have. This is God's business and I have always looked at myself as someone simply trusted to take care of it. When you think that way, your decisions change pretty quickly. You stop making choices based only on money and start thinking about responsibility. You begin asking yourself whether what you are building is actually helping people or just feeding your own ego. I remember growing up and learning what hard work actually looked like long before I ever owned a business. I was hauling hay when I was around 11 years old, and I can honestly tell you that kind of work shapes a person. It teaches you discipline, because there is no shortcut when real work has to get done. That mindset followed me for years and stayed with me when life started changing direction. Before this business, I spent time working offshore in the oil field, and I thought life was heading one direction. Then I got laid off, and suddenly everything looked different. A lot of people panic when those moments happen, and I understand why, because uncertainty can hit hard. For me, that season forced me to slow down and really pay attention to where God was leading me. Sometimes losing one path is exactly what pushes you toward the one you were meant to take. When this business started growing, I knew I had to stay connected to the same values that got me started. I never wanted growth to make us careless or make us forget why customers trust us. Reputation takes years to build, and it can disappear fast when people stop paying attention. I think this is especially important during those middle points in the year. You start evaluating progress, checking numbers, looking at expansion opportunities, and thinking about what comes next. But if all you focus on is growth, sometimes you forget the reason people chose you in the first place. For us, I've always believed people deserve honesty above everything else. We are not here to take advantage of anybody, and we are not here to cut corners to save time. If we do a job, we are going to do everything possible to do it right and stand behind the work. That applies whether we are handling air duct cleaning, commercial cleaning, restoration work, or helping someone with a problem they feel stressed about. People are trusting us with something important to them, and that responsibility matters. I believe if you lose respect for that responsibility, growth starts becoming dangerous. One thing I have learned is that success is not simply making more money or expanding faster. Success means being happy with what you do and knowing you are doing it the right way. If your family is healthy, your faith is strong, and you can look people in the eye honestly. That matters more than anything. So if you are a business owner and things are growing right now, my advice is simple. Stay grounded in the beliefs that help build the foundation in the first place. Do not let growth make you forget your values, because values are what keep the whole thing standing. At the end of the day, I believe your name and your word are everything you truly own. Money comes and goes, and business will always have seasons of change. But character is what people remember long after the transaction is over.
You've been listening to Prime Restoration with Jordan Brush. Based in Tyler and serving East Texas, Prime Cleaning and Restoration specializes in water remediation, air duct cleaning, and full-service cleaning for homes, businesses, and large facilities. Jordan and his team are committed to handling every job with integrity, precision, and a responsibility to the people they serve. If you're dealing with property damage or have questions about your situation, it's always better to address it early and get the right information. To learn more or get in touch, call 903-481-8141 or visit primerestorationtexas.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.